In this video we will continue the creation of our Google Chrome Win32 app in Intune. So we have uploaded the Intune Win file and put the app information in the previous video. Now we're going to go to the program. So let's hit next here. So since when we created the Intune Win file, we specified an MSI. We actually get this for free, but I'm not going to use it. Technically this would work, but we have our installation script. If we run this, we would not get our settings file. So I'm going to delete this, and yes, I know it can't be empty, and we're going to run PowerShell.exe dash execution policy, and I'm going to explain this very soon, bypass, and then file. So this takes the root here, it's running this with all the files that we have in the Intune Win file. So PowerShell we take out of the system, the Windows 10, then we say execution policy to bypass. So if it is in restricted mode, we will bypass that and allow execution, and then we do dash file, what should we run, and we can put .current directory because we are already in the root of the source folder. So let's look at the file name. So I'm opening Windows Explorer, I go to our files, _Intune, and our package, and in source, because all what's in the source is in the Intune Win file. So we want to run this one here. So I'm going to do a fake rename. Well, I'll do it right click, rename, and then I will select the whole file and copy, and then paste it here. So our installation command will be to ask PowerShell to bypass any execution restriction and run this file. And we're going to use nearly the same for the uninstallation command, but we're going to run the uninstallation script that we created in previous video. So I'm going to be lazy here and doing Control-A, Control-C, and paste it in here, and just change probably this to uninstall. But to be sure, I'm going to copy the file name because it won't forgive any typos. So we go here. This time I will do a fake rename with F2, Control-A, Control-C, and paste that in here. If we didn't when we created the Intune Win file, if we didn't select the script as the MSI, we would have an option here to run it as user or system, but it could notice that we wanted to run it as system. And you in general want to run it as system when you install software. You always want to do it when you want to install in program files. The only reason why you want to run as user would be maybe if you wanted to copy in the file into someone's user profile, or modify the registry in the user hive, or if it's an application that's actually installed into a person's app data. But most of the time you will choose system, and we get that for free here. Then we have the device restart behavior, and it's very good describe the different option here if you hover over the information here. But I'm quickly going to go through them here. So determine the behavior based on the return code. So it's basically here the return code. So if the return code give 3010 or 1641 and want to reboot, then do it. Then you have no specific action, which we actually going to choose. That means we decide, we can put in our PowerShell script, restart or not restart, and we definitely don't want to restart when installing a silent software to someone. App install may force the device, then as it says, the app may do it, or Intune will force one. So I nearly always choose no specific action and control the restart myself. Some software do require restart, but then you definitely want to do pop-up to the users, which you can do with PS App Deploy Toolman Kit. That will be a video, a bonus video at the end of this series. So we keep this. Then we have different return code. What is a success? So if we look at our log file, so I will open a new Explorer, Windows E, and then go to, if you remember, we put under C program data GBN logs. Here we have a installation log file. So if we open this one and go to the very end, we will see what the exit code was. and the exit code here was 0. It's maybe a bit small. So 0, it return code 0, that means a success. If your software for some reason give a strange code like 5678 or something, and that actually is a success, then you can add that here and tell that it is a success. So even if the return code makes it look a bit strange, you can decide what it is. But I'm not going to add that here. So now we have filled in everything we need for the program. What should, when we later in deployment assignment says install, what should it run? It will run this command with this install file that we have created. If we uninstall the software, it will run this command. It will run as system, that means it will have the permission needed, and all the variables are going to be under the system. And for device restart, we are in total control and we don't touch the return code. So we are ready to go to requirements now. Very well. Well done.